What up? This is Legacy City. You are tuned into Streetligion Nation Radio, Streetligion Nation TV.
That is not how it goes, but I'm
Okay, fine then. Fine. Hey, welcome to Streetligion Nation Radio, Streetligion Nation TV. I'm your host, Legacy City.
I'm your host, Prezzie Montsho.
Hey, we got a special guest in the building, a real entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Went from rap artist, opened a film company, got his own restaurant, family man. You catch all his highlights on DuckPond film. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you've been around, you get around and you stay down. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Some of y'all know him as Auto Silence. Some of them know him as Dermon Smith. Dermon Smith. They mess up this man's whole name. This is my bro right here, King, man. This is my boy Auto Silence, man. Y'all make some noise from the big dog. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
What's up, big dog? What's
man,
up?
just living life, loving it.
Prezzie left her hanging. You get no love.
Oh, my bad, Prezzie. My bad.
Prezzie, like, oh, this is what we do.
We said host and host.
My bad.
We don't get her no
He just gave the dope intro, so I was like compelled. My fault.
I do get a dopest intro.
They messed up his name. I'm like, they or you?
Who
messed
no,
up his
not
name?
me. Like, I got his name right.
You were saying auto.
Otto?
It's Dermon Smith, a.k.a. Auto Silence, a.k.a. Scoota Bangz, a.k.a. DuckPond Film Sport.
So what is DuckPond? That sounds so familiar. Where did I see that at before?
I can tell you. Want me to tell you?
You don't know. I'm asking him. Where did I see that at before?
You can see it in two places. DuckPond is a pond with a basketball court over there by Heritage, on Petrenko. And then you got Bobby. I think his name's Bobby Smith. Mm-hmm. He has DuckPond Comedy.
Okay.
DuckPond Comedy, Bobby Smith.
He's from the area as well, I'll take it.
Yeah, he has his own comedy club, black-owned comedy club in here.
I just performed there. Sold Out House, by the way.
Yeah. Throw that out there.
Ray Sorrell.
Where would I find your DuckPond film?
Oh, you gonna interrupt that?
Oh, absolutely.
Because he didn't get to it. He was naming everybody else stuff. Like, I'm talking about
absolutely. DuckPond Film Sports is the city's biggest multimedia sports company. We live stream basketball, football, soccer, baseball. We do
black owned.
Yes, sir. Black owned by me. I started in 2019.
You was actually here with me. When
yes.
We were talking.
Yes.
We were sitting right here talking about you starting that company. You and your business partner. You
sure was. We sure were. We were actually gonna be in this building when we first opened.
Yep, sure did.
But yeah, 2 years now, and we're at the top of the food chain. We travel all summer. Football, basketball, all of that.
Helping with highlight takes for college recruitment.
Absolutely. That actually, when we segue into that later, all that work I did with DuckPond and in the youth sports and in sports got me to cook for UTSA. I'm about to cook for the UTSA basketball team off of the strength of having a relationship with Adam Hood.
What I make them?
Man, so
it's a setup, bro.
It's like 25 deep. And they giving us the option. They like, look, we could come in. You got to shut your whole restaurant down and just cook for us, or you can come to the dome. You know what I'm saying, and cook for all. I'm like, nah. All 25 of y'all can come. They want 100. They want 100 traditional wings. Mm-hmm. They want some meatloaf, pork chop. And 5 gallons of Kool-Aid.
Man, what?
5 gallons of Kool-Aid.
Hey, for the record, you sold out of food today, right?
I sold out of food.
But
today.
however, last week didn't I say, hey, I'm gonna buy the food for Prezzie, everybody for the show. So
she
be trying to act like I don't be looking out.
But
you know, when it comes to the food. Cause when I got my 5-wing greens and mac.
And your mac, yes sir.
I remember I took the picture in the shop.
Correct.
And sent it to her.
You
like,
send me a picture of the food. Like, that don't do nothing for me. Check them out.
I've been poor before. I had to eat pages out of cook.
You feel me?
How about send me a plate?
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, but I did try. He just sold out today. Yes. And I want him to sell out. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? I'm very happy for you. But when I look, I said, hey, we ain't get no food tonight, fam. He sold out. She said, well, what he's coming for?
Well, what you bringing in?
What you bringing to the
right?
I was like, dog.
Apologies. I'm going to tell everybody out there watching, with our expectations with the restaurant, we aren't fast food. We're fresh to order. So there are going to be a lot of opportunities for us to sell out because we're cooking everything fresh. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people be like, how come you don't buy in bulk? We do buy in bulk.
Just go fast.
It go fast, and we don't have perishables because we're not an assembly line. We're cooking fresh food. So it's been a blessing to sell out. But I will say, if you are a fan of our food, and you want to show up Monday through Wednesday, please show up before 6 o'clock because these people on the medical center, they go crazy.
At 6. And I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Scoota Bangz. I've been up there quite a bit.
That's
you know
you sure have.
And I ordered my whole building. The landlord and everybody.
Oh yeah.
When I had that big order.
Yes,
that time,
sir.
Like yo, we gotta try my dog things. You know what I'm saying?
What was I when it was a big order?
You was at work. You was at work.
So,
You was definitely at work.
So,
I'm not.
Emergency. I gotta get a plate of food.
Yeah. So you know.
Listen. Speaking of which, when we were filming at your location, I was looking at this menu like, oh my gosh, this food looks so good. But it was closed because you know we was filming, but it looked good.
Oh, you were filming that?
Black
Okay,
Girl
absolutely.
Yeah.
How was that?
Well,
What the food? It looked good.
Well,
she's a.
the food.
Like it looked amazing. I was just like, I gotta come back here. But then every time I look, it's closed. So what are your hours?
So Monday through Wednesday, we're 11 to 6. It's a soft 6. I mean a hard 6. Thursday through Saturday, we close at 7. We never close early at 7 unless we sell out, but we anticipate it because Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it's our busiest days. People get paid.
So I'm gonna ask you this: how you gonna adjust the football season? Wings, comfort food. I'm from Georgia, but I mean I still consider Texas some with the South because a lot of y'all be like third coast.
Yeah.
I be like geographically.
Right.
Like,
speaking,
whatever.
We holding all y'all up.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is like, how you gonna adjust the football season? Are you gonna?
He not. You got order ahead of time and have your own party.
You better.
Well, actually, it's the perfect time to plug in. We are having a 2K tournament on September 10th.
I knew I wasn't tripping when I saw it on the TV screen the other day.
Yes, sir. And the reason why we're doing that is because we finally got our second TV is getting installed next week. And we are supposed to have our liquor license by November.
Okay.
So yeah, it's big news. We are gonna try to turn Scoota Bangz is gonna be one of the first soul food sports bars.
That's dope.
Awesome.
That's dope.
Pork
Y'all
chops
heard
and
it
beer.
here first.
Pork chops and beer. Yeah.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
DJ Kid.
I'll be there in November.
November.
Yeah, give me some drinks and food.
You know it.
Well, I'm gonna be there before there for food, but after
On my cheat days, that's where I go, cause like, cause man, that gym is really like, bro, that gym give me the same treatment Jesus got, bro.
Man.
I'm telling, bro, I realize how undisciplined I can be sometimes. It hurts, you know what I'm saying? And so
I knew the food was real when you told me you was working out all the time, and then you came in and cheated, and then your trainer came in right after.
Yeah.
Right after you like, hold on, I need something.
Yeah.
That was fire.
Yeah, so it was. But that's why you notice I get like, give me a large green,
Right,
and then I'll get everything else. I try to because it'll flush everything. Get out your feelings. But it's the crazy part.
What's up? Yes, sir.
I didn't know how close you were to me. Prezzie, we were going to get some tacos. She's like, that's Scoota Bangz over there. I said, what? 2 days later, I was over there.
Yeah. So you pointing.
I shouldn't have if I was going to get a picture. I was just like, I was like, oh, I got to go by there. But then I had to go to somebody else's business because they was having a thing. And then by the time it got finished, I'm like, they closed. Y'all done made me miss
Well,
all of that
help
plate.
is supposed to be on the way. If you're an entrepreneur out there, I will say this: keep your head up. It's hard to find help everywhere in every industry.
I had to get rid of half the team.
Man,
No disrespect, y'all. Respectfully.
these people don't want it the same, man.
I mean, like, what I had to learn with some of the people in the team, like, one, you can't gamble on potential.
Absolutely not.
Two, you know what I'm saying? I can't show you your greatness if you don't see your greatness, no matter how much and it was draining me. You know, same thing I love was killing me, you know what I'm saying? I walk in the studio and get sick sometimes, and that I had to refocus, reevaluate, and be like, okay, the love is this. You know what I'm saying? Then everything got, but that help is hard to find. But Prezzie, the food is good. I think I should have my own order, like the big, Legacy City plate.
No,
you know what I'm saying? The Legacy City, that Legacy City plate is epic, though.
I mean, it is fire, and I'm open to it. If you look at our menu, there's a sauce on there called Thai sauce because of the cook across the way at Dry Dock.
Yeah.
Thai. So she's a big swole girl, used to hoop. She was like, hey, you need to put your Scoota sauce with your buffalo sauce. And we called it Thai sauce.
Oh,
so if you want that Streetligion plate, you know what I'm saying?
You got to be built for that. Like, I can eat it after, like,
I can
like, so I usually come on like Wednesday, so that means my workout starts Sunday,
Right.
and I do a lot of circuits and burnouts. So you're still burning while, and all I'm eating is smoothies.
Yeah, so
Or
it's going
drinking
right through you.
So by the time Wednesday get here, I can do that one plate. Then for dinner, I just do a smoothie. You know what I'm saying? And so so yeah, that's why I got my jawline back. It's coming back slowly.
Prezzie looking like she just disgusted.
I'm
Like,
just like,
ugh.
I can eat too.
Well, when we see you,
saying,
man.
All right, Prezzie, you know what I'm gonna do for you tomorrow at work?
I'm gonna go get me.
No, I'm gonna bring you some Scoota Bangz for lunch.
Because
I'm gonna bring, what you want? You want the smothered pork chop?
Tomorrow meatloaf day, smothered meatloaf, and we don't use that tomato sauce, homemade gravy from scratch. We ain't playing.
So who taught you how to cook, man?
Ma'am, yeah. I was raised by a single mother of 4.
Okay.
And it was some hard times, you know what I'm saying? We used to take naps for dinner because we ain't have it. You dig? And I learned a lot from her and my grandma. But on to be honest with you, the recipes and everything that is being cooked in the kitchen was a assembly of ideas between me and the first cook. So I will shout out to Amy. I will give her love. She's like 54 years old.
Okay.
She a real cook.
Yeah.
Real cook. And
Yeah, your food tastes like it got some age to it. When I
Man,
mean by
come on,
some
man.
age,
Come on,
it's
man.
like somebody with experience, you know. Not discrediting you.
Hell no, I'm okay with saying it.
We got like, you know, like if you, like with me for instance, right? If you hear like my mixing and certain, you like, oh, that come from
That's an old head.
Take that. That's an old head move right there. When you, I still got my analog box.
Somebody put you on?
You know, bro, I've been doing this since I was 6. So,
Oh, okay.
but even at that, the old heads,
Yeah.
like nah, that digital shit sound alright. But let me show you something.
The analog where it's at. Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's that Kanye.
yeah, hey,
That's
you know
that
what I'm saying?
Kanye. I want none of that digital, dog.
That's that DJ Quick. Like,
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But you look, she still
Prezzie's just salty, bro.
What high blood pressure? Like,
Man.
I do music too, you know.
Oh, okay. All right. What you got?
You know, just.
Prezzie's on actually like 3 or 4 albums right now. We just waiting for them to go platinum.
I'll be freestyling.
Oh, you rapping?
Go
So you're
ahead,
not
Prezzie.
singing, you rapping.
Give
Okay.
us a hot 16.
I didn't have no meatloaf, so I ain't in
Oh, she had no meatloaf.
You know what I mean.
So what time is lunch break for you
I
tomorrow?
don't know.
All right.
I
We're
will
going to make it
So
happen.
this is what I'm gonna do. I'll be there at 12. If you can go, I'll remind you like your places to order for this. I'm gonna sponsor from, huh?
You gonna eat my food?
I don't even eat meatloaf, so that's why it's safe. So look,
Man, you going to want some of this.
it got onions. It got onions and stuff in it, right?
No.
What's your meatloaf got in it? No, don't take the recipe.
Man, I'll tell you the recipe because they ain't going to get it.
No, I mean like what? Like not recipe. I mean like onions make me on the spot.
What all is in it? So there aren't any onions. There are green peppers.
I can pick those out.
All right. But you won't be able to because it's so embedded in it.
Look, bro, I
It's
can't.
seasoned
Tomorrow
right.
Tomorrow's Friday, so I can't cheat that. I can't.
Okay, it's all right.
Tomorrow's
Thursday.
Thursday? Oh,
Absolutely.
So I can't cheat tomorrow. So I gotta. It's smoothies all day for me tomorrow.
Dude, you're gonna be mad Friday. Friday is
It's Friday.
beef, ribs, and catfish. Come on now.
I'm allergic to catfish, so I'm good too.
New York beef ribs, baby.
Yeah.
Your city. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
check this out though. If y'all ain't had the 5-piece with the big collard greens, I'm talking about the collard greens. These are big as shit, right? And the macaroni and cheese. You know what I'm saying? You're missing out. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, I'm gonna get some shout out real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy KK. You know what I'm saying? My boy Noah Bundy.
Garrett.
You know what I'm saying? Garrett. You know, what's the name of the restaurant? Scoota Bangz.
Scoota Bangz.
Shout out to my boy Tori G. Platinum recording engineer and producer. You know what I'm saying? Upscale talent in production. What's up? Congratulations on your paperwork. I saw that. Shout out to Miss Russell as well. Roy Strickland and El Paso 915. Stand up. Y'all know how we rocking out here. You know what I'm saying? We know how we doing
Is
it.
it Model Russell?
Huh?
Is it Model Russell?
Ooh, Dietrich.
The model.
Did
You see her picture of her?
Oh, tomorrow with them R&B covers? Yeah.
Her angles?
I can't. Bentley Ray got me one time with it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so shouts out to the entrepreneur that tuned in. Y'all make sure y'all share. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get more in detail You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all check out Scoota Bangz. What's the address?
8492 Fredericksburg Road.
8492 Fredericksburg Road. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Yeah.
yo, we'll be back after paying these bills and after these messages. As a matter of fact, run the video.
Yeah.
Bitches got no backbone. And these niggas hustle backward. Money on top of money. Ain't it something? See you ballin' in all your photos. We know you stuntin' 5 cents for the nugget around my noggin. It's progress with the profit. I thought I fit. And Bobby said he need binges, so I lent it. Before I knew it, it's the first of the month, and I was supposed to have a ring. I was supposed to have a ring. I was supposed to have. I was supposed to have.
Used to plug, pay back. Used to plug, pay back. Hold on, nigga.
Took her to eat, took her to drink, took her to dance. She sent the news, that's a light bill, that's a cell phone, that's the car note. The pussy was bomb, I shoot a text, hit that lit, make it all back, it's never a problem. Knocks on the door, sheriff and lawyer, gotta be out in 24 hours. Who should I rob, yeah? Planet got it, they don't need it, just one time, yeah. To survive, gotta think while not incarcerated. I need rent, I might pawn off all my shit. Need a lick, need a flip, need a brick. Always manage, when I'm broke, repair it. Trap like I'm hunting, effing in for the prey. Ray bands block the glare, my shine got them throwing shade. They ain't fuck with the kid until they found how much I made. Bitches got no backbone, and these niggas hustle backwards. Money on top of money. Ain't it something? See you ballin' in all your photos. We know you stuntin' 5 cents for the nugget around my noggin. It's progress with the profit. I thought I fit. And Bobby said he need binges, so I lent it. Before I knew it, it's the first of the month, and I was supposed to have a ring. I was supposed to have a ring. I was supposed to have. I was supposed to have.
Used to plug, pay back. Used to plug, pay back. Hold on, nigga.
I've been partying since 6 and it's 5, no lie. I mix 2 bottles of Henny, make wine.
Hey, welcome back to Streetligion Nation Radio, Streetligion Nation TV. I'm Legacy City.
I'm your host, Prezzie Montsho.
And we got a special guest in the building, Mr. Auto Silence. For those who know him as the rapping.
You know what I'm saying?
Dermon.
Yes, sir.
Smith.
Yes, sir.
The CEO, entrepreneur that y'all know him as well. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir.
we kicked off with Scoota Bangz. We jumped right up in Scoota Bangz.
Yeah.
We'll make sure Prezzie eat tomorrow because I'm not going to hear it. I'm not
I'm
going to.
getting me a 2X dress
What you going to get 2X dress for?
because that's what I'm after eating. That's what I'm gonna be able to fit.
I'm gonna tell you something that's going
It's going down.
to shock
Montsho.
everybody.
What's that?
Do you need chili?
Do you know?
He said, do you make chili?
Do you? I do actually. with,
Shut up. So when fall, you gonna have chili on the
beans and cornbread. Hear that?
Oh my gosh, you come with the cornbread?
Beans
Shut
and
up.
But the collard
Okay.
greens and stuff come with the
Okay.
cornbread now.
Come on now,
Getting
special
big.
Thursday. Nah, but we gonna bust out oxtail stew. September 12th. Mark it down. Remember, I believe it's a Monday or Tuesday. September
It's
12th.
on Monday.
We
How you know?
I know my
I
days.
guess the 11th is Sunday, and that's a holiday. I guess. She like,
Well, no,
dang,
'cause
I can't
I
get
got a
that.
training class that starts on the 12th, so I
Oh.
gotta remember.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense.
So we'll be doing oxtail stew.
Oh my.
I'm gonna let all y'all know, especially my people, my black people, because I know how y'all be, especially with the prices. You know you can't get no oxtails without getting 3-4 pounds for like $60, $80. So don't be coming up in there trying to get oxtail stew for $10, $12. Like, don't do that to yourself.
Yeah. Nah, you know I pay. I don't even look. I know I spend money because I don't even order what's on the menu. I make them. I'm like, I ain't worried about the price though. I need 5 of these. I
All
need a
of them.
large thing of this, and I get the same thing. Once I like something, I like something. You know what I'm saying? That's my ordering thing, right?
Them whole wings, man.
Yo, bro, because I mean like 5 wings, 10 wings. Really, I get the drum, the leg, the tail. You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about.
If you getting a 5-piece, yeah, you get like 15, really.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna give everybody a secret. Y'all keep getting your wings how you get them. If you want to play that.
Keep getting them winglets.
You know what I'm saying? You winglet.
You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out Streetligion real quick.
Hey.
He put me on some beautiful slides right there. Oh, my bad. Them beautiful slides right there. You dig?
Yeah.
They comfortable.
Yeah, I got him relaxed. He been working all day. He gonna come in like a relaxed slide.
My man, you know.
So definitely. So the next part.
Absolutely.
I'm actually going backwards. You know what I'm saying? So the next part. No, we did DuckPond. Did we talk about DuckPond enough? Or you want to touch on DuckPond?
Nothing to touch on.
No. So, but on top,
I want to. Would you like? You got any questions about the pond?
Girl, she's a nitpick. She's an antagonist, bro. Like, so DuckPond Film.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about it.
DuckPond Film Sports. Yes, sir.
Yes, sports. All right,
got to throw that one in there. That's LLC. I got to throw that one in there.
The reason why I only stopped that film because you got into filming.
Absolutely.
Outside of sports.
Yes, sir.
You know, in the last film I know I was
smart guy. Yeah.
Like
I do the hood stuff on DuckPond Films. I get the money with DuckPond Film Sports.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
So
Smart guy.
It is a different umbrella.
Absolutely.
If you ain't careful, one can mess up money for another.
Absolutely.
A different audience. And that's why I'm addressing both audiences. So we are understand that the Sports Healthcare Scholarship got you to the Road Runners, who had an excellent season last year, by the way.
Two of the best scores in the nation.
Sincere.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Precious. Precious was supporting me back when in my Bentley day when I was hosting. When I had the August Alsina fro with the twist.
Yo, he on roast me tonight, bro. He on that.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah.
I had the August Alsina. I had the entanglement fro, and I was trying to get the dread.
Yeah.
I was on stage.
He said I had the entanglement.
Yeah.
He tried to hair twist with it.
Yeah, man. So I look like Jamie Foxx for breaking all the rules.
Since you brought that up, look, check this out. I'm gonna ask you, man.
Please.
My man.
Who got my nerves.
Who do you think is most responsible for the demise of Will Smith? And this means a lot. I need to hear it.
No, it have to be Jada. It'll have to be Jada.
Now,
I agree to disagree.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree to disagree. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
If a woman tells you, I don't want to be married, I don't want the life you provide, it's not like you found out 15, 20 years in. This is from Jump Street. You know what I'm saying? If you feel you can tell God what you deserve.
Okay, preach.
If you can tell God what you think you deserve, then He know what you deserve.
Yeah.
Then everything you got, you deserve.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So what I mean, like this is not a woman who
okay. All right. Come on.
This is not a woman. Everybody do the Tupac jokes and stuff of that nature. But what can you? It's almost like the memes today, right? A woman be like, if a man tells you, this is what it is, and you gonna go for an uphill battle, what it is, you can't get mad at the results from that uphill battle because he told you.
Hey, Streetligion fam, all of y'all, I love y'all. Y'all the bomb. I'm finna do what I'm known best for.
Let's talk about it.
Man, so
you don't think that, but in that aspect, that's why I said I agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, before the whole marriage thing, when they had a little spat or whatever, he told her like, "Hey, if you can't do this, you can go." She didn't want to, so it's like you can't.
But Mark Anthony was walking out with her in the beach house from Hawthorne, and then 2 weeks later, he walking out with Mark Anthony from the beach house on
That's
Hawthorne.
what got between him and
Will and Mark Anthony?
Yeah, Will been bisexual.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's what got between him and J-Lo, his marriage with J-Lo because of Jada.
Absolutely.
Now, also, keep in mind too, guys. I know people give Will Smith a hard time about 6 degrees of separation.
Yes.
That's based on a true story. Though.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't know that. That guy that Will Smith played was a guy who manipulated people and act like the son of Sidney Poitier.
No. You crunched me. That's rare.
Yeah, he was acting like a famous person's son.
Right.
And scarred their family. And the guy was bisexual in that role in real life, who ended up dying from AIDS. A lot of people get him
flack
for that, but you got to know history and stuff of where the stuff comes from.
So since you're coming from that point, this is where I'm coming from. You got two different factors going on right now.
Okay. It was Singapore.
My bad. So you got two different factors going on right now. You got the super elites, and one of their multiple manipulation schemes is the reason why you wake up every day and you look at social media and you can count on two things to happen. You can count on news being reported by people who don't have all the facts, so you just get spattered, so you jump on bullshit. Excuse my language. Or number two, you're seeing an aggressive, middle-age, and young age, male versus female controversy always. It's always what a real man should be like or what a down-ass female is supposed to be like, or vice versa. You see a lot of relationship arguing because when you divide, you conquer. So it used to be the racism, the riots, the police shootings. Now they found an easier way to target our anger, and it's relationships. You remove an independent woman. You tell a woman, oh, being independent is where you're going to thrive. You don't need no man, blah, blah, blah. And then you tell the men, well, you ain't never going to get no female, or a female should be like this and that. And what you're doing is you're creating a disconnect in the minority families.
But, okay. I definitely agree with that because you do see it more in our community than others. Like, I was thinking about that earlier. Like, you don't see a lot of others saying, you know, I'm independent, I'm this, or, you know, putting down their men as far as publicly, but you see it a lot in our community. You see
Why is that?
Going against each other a lot.
The birth of
separation.
The birth of that is church because it's the most influence and impact.
Can you hold that one? Because go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring that one back at the end.
So but even with that, like we're talking about, like even think about it. It's just been, let's just say, less than 3 years.
Right.
Beyonce and Jay-Z were their own entity. They never really talked about them being a power couple. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna keep that out there, right? Two, you said about independent. It's the independent woman theory is a trap.
Come on.
Because when you stop pleasing Uncle Sam, he gonna knock that down off.
Come on, bro.
So that's two, right? And then the third thing we was talking about was how the two narratives. So this is the thing about the food chain, right? When you at the top of the food chain, you can write the narrative.
Absolutely.
When you the winner, you can dictate history. When you are superior and handing out, because me and my Uncle Ray talked about it. We were talking about certain things.
Come on.
We were talking about something. He gave me an example of something. I said, well, in that case, Hitler provided jobs for Germany when during the Great Depression. But what was the outcome?
And all those runaway scientists America bought off so they could be over here working for NASA.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
So what I'm telling you is, just because a person may do a good deed or see something, the end result of bringing Germany out of the Great Depression, you had the Holocaust.
You had the Holocaust.
You see what I'm saying?
Residual effect.
So when you think about certain things of that nature, man, you gotta look at the aspect. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is, due to the fact that black people are comfortable with acceptance. Due to the fact that black people are comfortable with acceptance, black people are comfortable with forgiving, and black people are willing to sell out each other.
So when Kanye West said, "Y'all are all still slaves," and everybody lost their shit, this is why he was correct. Because
I felt him on that.
85% of us black are confused by social media. They're conditioned by surviving and not living, keeping up, trying to get this and that, being sucked in. Like, we'll work years for somebody else before we take a risk and work for ourselves.
And then like, just say with you, I'm quite sure you got families and friends that come in and ask for discounts.
Absolutely.
So like, I get the, you ain't Dr. Dre. You're right. I own my masters. I'm not Dr. Dre. It's a difference. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? You see
the elbow on the low?
Yo, so,
like good punch.
I'm just saying, like, everything I own everything. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has a share in Streetligion. You know what I'm saying? A lot, except another black man.
Right.
He was older. He's like 50-something. But he gave me
Smart
half
guy.
of the equipment.
Smart guy.
To whatever. I'm like, all right, that's nothing. Because I know it going to come back. You know, me and Prezzie was talking 30 minutes in the community, black community, $1.3 trillion. The Jewish is 28 days, 25 days.
Come on, man.
6 minutes in the black community. 20 days Jewish community, 30 days Asian community.
So
the dollar, how
So-
it circulates.
but each one of those people sit at the top of the food chain.
Y'all finna open up a box.
So
I'm finna get
each one of those sit up at the top of the food chain. That's why I'm like, they got smarter with the single black moms TV shows. Now it's interracial couples. I ain't knocking it, but I'm just saying the replacement of certain things that
You see that movie Rise?
with the basketball player.
I mean, not Rise with Antetokounmpo. Oh, the one with the LeBron joint with Adam Sandler.
Yes.
Okay, so you see, and Hollywood does this all the time. Movies do this all the time. They throw. Me and my kids were just talking about this. I'm teaching them, when you see something on TikTok, when you see something on YouTube videos, whatever, don't just see what you see. Ask yourself, why is this being shown to me? What is the ulterior motive? Because all these things are nonverbal solicitations
Been like that for years.
to condition you, right? And
It's called programming.
programming, bro.
Watch the program.
And the reason why I say that is because everything that you're tuning into and every facet that you're talking about right now is conditioning. There's a lot of black fathers that are in their kids' lives doing well, but the grand narrative is black dads on this. What's saddest day in the hood? Father's Day. They tell you shit like that to condition you to believe that's how it's really done. And then on the flip side, they're paying. I want everybody to understand this. When you see these skits like the McDonald's skit with the dude and the girl, and when you see skits about, I finessed this dude out of paying this, y'all got to understand they're getting paid for these scripted things.
Yep, facts.
To get y'all to argue, to release that anger, because anger sells.
Yeah.
And we as black people, we need to get some unity, organization, and we need to get some clarity, because we're more likely to kill our brothers and sisters because we don't know our heritage. Y'all are kings. Y'all came from kings, and when you know that, you'll be less likely to do that.
So this is the thing about the black community, and I was just talking to Lee Money. Shout out to Lee Money. We talk about gang culture, right?
Yeah.
And we just talk about culture in general, but gang culture. Gang culture is a suicide. Is a suicide first, and then it becomes genocide. Because if me and you walk down the street like this, we probably won't be a target.
Yeah.
But somebody who dressed as a gang member, just opposite color, he looked just like you.
Right.
That's a suicide part.
Come on, bro.
And so then you get a massive crew to kill people that look just like you, just different colors. Now you start erase. You see what I'm saying? So and I talk about that all the time because it's important when we're looking into, they plant the seeds of suicide and self-genocide within the community. Even with the black women. Like most people, like when I saw a lot of the black people talking about Wade versus Roe, I'm like, y'all need to be quiet.
Yeah, because y'all didn't even know that existed. Y'all had to go back to y'all to Google. Hey, Google that, homie. Google that.
You know what I'm saying? They thought it was Death Row versus Dwayne Wade.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it, no disrespect, respectfully, but the white community had to do something for the minorities that's happening. White women have more abortions than any other culture.
Margaret Singer. Go look up Margaret Singer. She was adopted from the KKK. She invented Planned Parenthood. A white woman invented Planned Parenthood to minimize the reproduction of African American children. It's a fact.
And also, it was a gay white man with Western culture medicine that made up toxic masculinity.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is, like, so let's dive into it real quick. I'm gonna piss a lot of people off.
We trying to get killed today.
So look at Prezzie. So you know what I'm saying? So I got a song where I say top 5 dead or alive.
Okay.
Top 5. I'm doing it in portrait format.
All right.
Top 5. Bury me dead or top 5 dead or alive.
Okay.
Bury me in the cemetery with legendary people that never made it before me.
Okay.
And they wonder why I swerve. CITY. Swoosh. I zoomed past you niggas. Came back and lapped you niggas. I'm not like you rap niggas. Check my resume. I spent 10 years where the government had me to rap niggas. I see a lot of you little killers and a lot of you little murders.
Yeah, you know,
in your heart, you Pre-Valley.
But man, yep.
Why did I say that? Because of the fact, once again, when you're at the top of the food chain and you can control that, it's only 6% of black African American males that are in the homosexual community. 6%.
That's crazy. Because 7%, we only 6% black in San Antonio. That's a common. That's a crazy number.
So check this out. We don't control the narrative.
No, we never did.
So it looked big. It looked bigger
Yeah.
than what it is. People ask where is more powerful than money? Position and influence.
Come on, man.
Position and influence.
It's chess, not checkers.
People with money, they always gotta get put out for people to keep them in position.
What's this world called? What's America called?
The land of.
Come on. This place economics is ran off the dollar. So how do you feel about the position of the black woman in America right now? Y'all are getting told to do so many different things. Y'all can't even think. Y'all aren't given the opportunity to think for yourself. Y'all are getting told to live like this, love like this. This is how you need to do. You know what I'm saying?
But that comes with the independent package.
I mean, true. I just want to hear one.
We're gonna tell the whole story now.
Right.
It comes with the independent package.
Absolutely.
So that's the fine line. You know how they be like. They be like, oh.
He said the independent package. He threw my man.
I just don't want you to just throw it out there like we're not gonna act with.
If I was a female, I would have been like, bitch. I would have been like, bitch.
But go ahead, Prezzie. I feel like Prezzie needs to drink while we.
Come on. Oh, she pulled something out the bag. She took something out the bag. Oh man. All right.
What?
Go ahead, Prezzie. Let's hear it.
Hear what? As being a black woman in America?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's like you're getting judgment and torn from one place. You're getting judgment put down from every place. So it's like, what is the balance of being who you're supposed to be? Like, why can't I be who I am? Like, if I'm independent, then it's like, okay, you get this one group that's praising you for being independent. You get this other group that's putting you down for being independent. But it's like, what is that whole independent narrative? That alone is crazy because it's called being an adult.
Right.
But if you do not have a partner in the household, of course you're going to be independent because that you are the person in charge of that household. But it gets that whole negative put on it because it becomes, well, I don't need anyone else in my household because I can do this myself. Which, yes, you can, but
unsustainable.
Yes, it's like, yeah, you couldn't sustain it. But as far as that, like when you have kids in the household, they need to see both sides of things, not just that, because then you continue that on, and depending on how they take of it, the person, the kid going out there might see single parent as one thing, or, however they choose to spin it. But I think, like, it's a lot in our culture alone. Right. Like, okay, I'm divorced or whatever, and people are like, oh, baby mama. I'm like, I'm divorced. But my coworker, who is white, is divorced, and they just see her as a divorced mother. Mm-hmm. That's it. So I'm like, why is that put on me when I got married first, then got pregnant, like, later down the line? But I'm seen as a baby mama, single mother, but she's seen as a divorced mother. So I'm like, that you already have that put on you before you can even, have a voice. And then when you do try to speak up, now you're the angry black woman for trying to speak up. When you don't say anything, then you're giving into society pressure. So I'm like, oh my God.
Well, I think with that, I agree with everything that you said, right? But here we go again.
Yep.
The birth of the independent woman came from the Reagan era.
Come on. I already know where you're going. Come on.
Okay.
Breathing. I'm like, I've never been on welfare. I've never.
This a well-oiled machine.
But the white community leads in welfare and food stamps.
Absolutely.
Right? So here we go again. It's just a lack of black people. We do what we do because y'all don't love yourselves.
Correct.
Y'all don't respect yourselves. A lot of y'all that's woke, y'all got sleep paralysis.
Come on, y'all know where y'all came from.
You're aware of what's going on, but you can't move, you can't speak, right? If you know anything about sleep paralysis, you woke, you right. But here we go. When it comes to the woman that it birthed in 1984, Reagan was in office. Let's just get that out the way.
Ronald Wilson Reagan, 666. Go ahead.
Here we go. Now dive into those. You divide that by 3. You look at the 3 people that was before him. We asked the Democrats to do something. They gave you the 94 Act, which locked all y'all up. Joe Biden was saying he don't care where y'all from. Donald Trump come in 3. Here we go. Because Obama had the most police murders up under his belt. Mm-hmm. The only one he didn't have famously was George Floyd. So here we go, right? Then we like, okay, what we gonna do about this? Donald Trump come in office, he give everybody their voting rights back, and the people get out and vote for the man that locked them up in 94.
Come on, man.
So here we go, right? So let's just nip this.
Like y'all screamed, and I can't stand Trump either. But what makes everything, once you open your third eye, you'll understand that you're always shown the president of the United States. You're never shown the CEO. These guys are just figments. Yeah. They're just faces.
4 banks on each corner of the United States.
Come on, bro.
Look. Yeah.
They don't even know the Rothschilds is the real Illuminati. Oh, yeah. Illuminati is the illuminated one, and these guys were famous for making money off of money. They were the first ones to make money off of loaning, right? And they are the true Illuminati. The Illuminati everybody speaks of
don't have anything to do with music.
None of that, and they'll never even know their names. That's how.
And Rothschild is the one that convinced Clinton to take the dollar.
Come on, bruh.
So that's that, right? So everybody like, I ain't no legacy had that,
right. Come on, man.
Prezzie shot, but listen. So back to this independent thing. Huh?
They got
she said they got my boy.
They kidnapped him.
All my album sales gonna go up. My wall gonna be full of shit. Look, I'm not a clone. Prezzie, don't make me throw this phone at you.
Different.
Right.
I've been working.
They got him with the Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
They got him with the Gucci Mane, dog.
Yeah, they Gucci'd you.
Well, that's a lot of homeboys out of Barry.
Black people, I just want y'all to know my black and brown brothers and sisters, my Hispanic brothers and sisters, I love y'all too. I want y'all to understand that America, if you're religious, because I was gonna go back to that. I'm Ethiopic, so in the Book of Salathiel.
So for those who don't know what that means, I do.
Okay.
Can you tell to the audience break that down for them?
Everybody, there's a thing called history. He said it earlier, and you be careful with word choices because everything means something. History is his story. Winners write history.
Yeah.
So in order for you to actually get the truth, you got to dive back and you got to look at who was here first and what time they were here.
So pause there real quick.
Go ahead.
So for example, when he's talking about black people being here indirectly, I give you an example of proof that black people is here. Christopher Columbus didn't discover. He had the Moors on the boat. He had the Moors on the boat who knew how to read maps and recognize the stars, where the sun turns, everything else. Who been to America multiple times?
Why? Because they were shipbuilders. Go ahead, King.
Yes. So if you ever, here we go. My daughter taught me this real quick. If you ever seen the movie Moana? Okay, I don't need to say that.
Again, when you see something, understand what you're being shown, dog.
Okay, so they killed off the rest of the land to keep the people from building their ships to travel. You know, however, that's a true culture thing in Hawaii, being that I live there.
It is.
But when you come out talking about Moors and shipbuilders and understanding waterways, you wonder why when you go to the ocean, certain parts of the water is hot, left or right, or you get our body signals. Learn that from diving class. But the point is, to get back, I'm going to let you go back to what
Preach on him, bro. Preach on him.
Christopher Columbus didn't discover, or he didn't even run into. The Moors knew exactly how to get there. Hey, leave at this time. The tide is like this. You ride this wave. This tide will get you there a day and a half early. These are the people that's there. They don't know this, or they don't know that.
You know what I'm still stuck on? I'm gonna jump back in, but you know what I'm still stuck on? What? I'm still stuck on how they're understanding the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria came over, but all the pilgrims were white. Like, I don't understand how y'all allow that type of shit to like fester. And it's that conditioning.
Well, once again, the winners write history.
Come on, man.
Top of the food chain.
They don't care about that. They want to love it. Love is hip hop. LeBron going for 50. You know what I'm saying? That's what 85%ers.
And then Texas is one of the schools that's taking slave history out of their book.
Indentured servants.
Okay. But anyway, go back to the
my 12-year-old told me that, man, we're not even gonna go on that. First off, back to what she was in.
You were talking about.
I'm gonna get to the Ethiopia real quick. Back to what she was saying to finish it. Any man that's successful in this world is successful because he got a strong woman behind him. I don't care what you think you're doing, how good you were able to do it by yourself. Eventually, you are going to need somebody to upbring you. Women, no matter how great you think you are by yourself, I'm sorry, honey. No matter how bad you think you look, I'm sorry, honey. You're not going to get to that next level if you don't have somebody by your side, because there are going to be times where you ain't going to be worth a damn, and you're going to need a reminder. You're going to need some adulation. You're going to need some reassurance. And that's how a kingdom is built. For my hustlers out there, y'all think being by yourself is the ticket? Dual income. brother. Dual income is the new hustle. So that's 2 pieces I'm going to give y'all. I ain't shit without my wife. Tell everybody that, because it's the truth. We got 4 daughters that are understanding, and this is what I want all you men to have that have daughters. Be careful what you're doing, because they're watching. Mm-hmm. If you don't want them to be with a POS, then you need to make sure your every breathing moment is showing them that you hustle, you grind, because they're not going to get with a dude who's less than you, because daddy is gold in woman's eyes. Now, to go back to the religious, my Ethiopic belief, Salathiel, he's in the Bible, bro. He was one of God's messengers. Like, God pretty much told him, hey, we're going to give the world these books, and we're going to give these books in secret. And I always bring up Salathiel because Salathiel was one who understood that the world comes at you in phases. There's different views to everyone's perception. Perception is reality, right? We see different things. Once you started being a man of your own, working for yourself, all those distractions, you don't watch as much shit that you probably watched when you was working a 9 to 5. You don't pay attention to all that because you're too busy worried about self and future. To go back to what you were talking about earlier as well, and this has to do with Salathiel as well. Other families aren't going to put that cap and that persona on women, like you saw the races, women, men, blah, 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 because we're the only race that's under population control. Go look at the Census Bureau. We were at 17% in 2008. 17% of America was black. Why are we down to 13? Planned Parenthood, cop killings, independent women, hands, hoe ass niggas, excuse my language. All these things and all this social pants too. Yeah, you dig? You know all of that is to keep you down, but complaining about being down ain't gonna do it. You gotta get in the matrix and find your way.
So this is my thing with that, right? And when it comes to religion,
okay,
not spirituality. Let me clear this up.
Nah,
not spirituality. Right? So you gotta understand, the government pays so much money into religion to keep your preachers out of black affairs.
Go ahead and tell them when that happened. When the government passed that law. When the government passed that law that churches will be non-taxed. That's when the churches got in the government's hands.
So here we go. Check this out. Y'all remember when the pastor used to lead his pack doing marches? The 501c3s got y'all in the back because you are paid. If you look at Cornerstone, it really got a corner to his fucking self.
Yes, sir.
And during election time, you can go to Cornerstone and he would not preach the gospel. He would talk about, if you don't vote for Trump, if you don't vote for this, you're this.
And they bring people in to speak too.
And they bring people to speak.
The whole thing. Buffet,
running,
everything.
Yeah, he got running for different offices. They get a section of time. I'm like, you don't see no else in the community until it's time to vote, and then they come.
This is the crazy part. What he tried to do this year. They canceled the Martin Luther King March.
Yep.
But the guy at Cornerstone tried to bring people to the east side to march. Security heavy, stuff of that nature. I was like, that's crazy. I think his name is Haygood or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're welcome to come and meet me, I want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? You buy me out my dream rich. So with that being said, religion is paid in because religion has taught. First of all, there's no scripture that teaches about dating. There's no scripture that really teaches you about marriage. It references communication. It references do this unto your brother or your sister, or it references this and that. But it's no guideline or things you're supposed to do prepare for marriage, quote unquote, right?
Right.
So what I said,
we're gonna pick your mother's cousins.
You know. So
is that not what it said? Go to your mother's city and pick a cousin.
Nasty. Kevin Gates.
I'll tell you something. Flip your head. Adam and Eve. That whole story was actually about incest, but we ain't gonna go into that.
They ain't ready for that yet.
Ain't not, because they gotta understand the government is here to minimize anarchy and to keep this well-oiled machine going. They're not even in control. The top 10% is in control. You got 85% of the people who, when we have these conversations, they go dumb, deaf, and blind. They just trying to get back to reality TV. They're blinded by social media, all that other stuff. You got 10% of the world that actually keep this thing rolling with their money. They're the ones moving the chess piece. And you got the 5%ers. That's us in this room. We know what's going on. We're aware. We're trying to do it, but we ain't got the bread to make any change.
And then we do get the bread. Like, just to what I learned from Dr. CB recently.
Okay, you a Dr. C. Okay.
Bro, I'm a Dr. CB fanatic, right? So
I'm a Dr. Umar fanatic, but go ahead. Yes, sir.
Bro, you get me started on Dr. Umar. Like, I had to control myself. I'm the legacy Umar in this bitch. I'd be like, what are you drinking?
Bruh.
That's not.
Hey, if you shout out Umar, my sister goes to Prairie View. I will be down there in January to see him there. I'm coming.
I'm going.
Yeah, Dr. Umar will be at Prairie View in January, bro.
What?
For the HBCU week.
I told you about interviewing with him when I was emailing back and forth with him, but then the whole pandemic.
The pandemic. So we about to have him on the show.
What?
Yo, let's get back on.
Bruh.
Let's get back on that.
5-star right there.
So that's why I tell her I don't really do celebrity interviews. No, I do interviews like this, but the people I do go after, like if you look on my TV, eventually you'll see me and Roland Martin together.
Okay.
So I ain't light flex. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying back to
there you go, that chicken wing. You feel me? Yeah.
But it's like what I'm saying is like when you talk about churches, right? It was the black church responsibility to teach a woman the real meaning of submission. It was the black church responsibility to teach her husband the real meaning of submission. While the white people, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, teach submission as I trust you as my helpmate.
Right.
You taught our women it was a weakness.
You're absolutely. Come on, man.
So the miseducation of Laura Hill, I ain't gonna talk about it though, but
it teaches that to women that it's a weakness if you allow it, and then for men it's a dominance thing. Like you control this, you control that. So then it causes that friction in between, and then you got the ones that are flocking to church. Well, the pastor said, and like, okay, the pastor ain't in this house though. But it causes that friction within there, and then even when you have the singles ministry, it's like. But you don't teach about dating. You teach about, hey, hold yourself until married. Okay, but then what I'm supposed to do when I get married? Like you don't have.
Yeah, exactly. And then like how you supposed to when that weapon get to throbbing and her monkey get to jumping, then what's your answer? You know what I'm saying? But listen,
monkeypox.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pay a couple of bills. We'll be back with Auto Solos, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Smith. His name Mr. Scooter Bangz. Mr. DuckPond Filmz.
You did.
Prezzie Montsho. So we'll be back after these messages. Yeah.
Don't want no smoke, yeah. Get into this dope. I've been on the road. 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 All me young niggas on go. 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 I've been on the road. 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 All me young niggas on go. 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 Yeah, I've been on the road. I've been on the road. Yeah, I just want the dough. Don't need nothing more. Yeah, you don't want no smoke, you will get exposed. Yeah, I stay on my toes, get into this dough. Yeah, young boy fresh like Prezzie. Fuck boy better not test me. Cops put a nigga face on the shirt. Streets put a nigga name on the chest piece. Young king, so I move like a chess piece. OG say you niggas getting wet feet. Fuck boy better not come test me. I don't like rap niggas, that's a pet peeve. Oh, I've been on the road. They fake like they my bro. They wanna take my hoe, but they can't take my soul. I've been on the road. They fake like they my bro. They wanna take my son. Could've just asked she don't like hoes. No, I've been on the road. 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 All me young niggas on go. 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 I've been on the road. 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 All me young niggas on go. All me young niggas on go. All me young niggas on go. All me young niggas on go.
They Nick Cannon on drumline. That one band got one sound. I go to work like suit and tie. Got these labels wondering why I'm unsigned. Somebody tell them it's crunch time. My stomach growling like lunchtime. On the road, ain't slept for days, but I'm always watching out for one time. Still stacking for my grandkids. Young nigga, only 26. My team 72 and 9, so think about it like Durant did. Westbrook with my left hand when a nigga start texting Def Jam. M Duke got the cameraman and yo shot it full of that Cabernet. Yeah. Skyline on my fitted. I see all the hate, well bitches, this just the beginning. Glove on my waist, Michael Jackson, OJ Simpson. No ma'am, no Molly, I'm choosing Serena Williams on the road.
I've been on the road, I've been on the road, I've been on the road, I've been on the road. All me young niggas on go, all me young niggas on go, all me young niggas on go, all me young niggas on go. I've been on the road, I've been on the road, I've been on the road, I've been on the road. All me young niggas on go, all me young niggas on go, all me young niggas on go, all me young niggas on.
But if I take a break, they'll try to blackball. I'm raising the sticks while I'm fading away. Yeah, all these drugs in my brain, all these drugs in my brain. Yeah, it's hard to maintain, it's hard to maintain. A young nigga just wanna shine, but some niggas wanna dim my lights. Teardrops from my competition, I'm sending shots at whoever diss.
Welcome back to Streetligion Nation Radio, Streetligion Nation TV. I'm Legacy City.
I'm Prezzie, Montsho.
And we got my boy Otto Silas in the building.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
So we didn't walk this thing backwards.
We didn't get, where did we get the name from?
Which one?
That's why we're going backwards. We did the Scoota Bangz, the DuckPond films, then we had a little deep moment.
Oxtail's coming soon.
You feel me?
And that is so much closer to me right now. I drive out to the Jamaican restaurant to get oxtails, and I gotta stop going because I feel like once people be like, "Oh, you ordered on
what Jamaican place?
Huh?
What Jamaican spot got oxtails?
What is it, Jamaica?
They ain't cut no check.
Oh.
Right. Yeah.
They're black on though. Give them a shout out.
I'm
gonna go support them.
She had gave me a flyer because they were doing two things. So they was doing the restaurant, but they was also at some festival cooking there too. I think it's what is that Jamaican? Anyway, I drive.
While you looking for it, I'm gonna let everybody know that's watching this. Everybody that follows me, everybody follows them. Everybody know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm bringing soul food back, and once y'all start
it's
seeing,
like R&B.
man, once y'all start seeing this documentary that I'm finna drop on y'all next month, you gonna see it in 5 phases. It's called I'm Bringing Soul Food Back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it starts off. We already did the filming for it. Yeah, I've been holding this shit for 3 months. We start off on a fucking cooking background. So there's 3 random people you've never seen. Dim black light like it's American Idol.
Oh.
And then we got 3 cooks. It's me and just 2 random people that you just assume a cook. You got a Caucasian fella. You know what I'm saying? Swift with his shit. He made some tiramisu and some filet mignon.
What's it?
Then you gotta
like seasoning.
No. It's just you'll see the point. And then you got the Hispanic brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? Putting together a nasty, nice meal. You know what I'm saying? Look great. And then you got me over there, and I got the soul food. And you have the judges testing all the food, and their stuff looks great, presentable, all of that. My stuff look good too, but great, presentable, like you
I
see.
get it. It's art.
Right. And then you get to the soul food.
Yeah.
And the point of the whole thing is after they taste everybody's stuff, they're like, yo, this is made by the same hands that mastered leftovers from slave owners. Like pig feet, chitlins, like pork chops. All these things were rendered useless by the slave owners. And we made that shit pop in huts. You dig? There's something to be said about that soul food, man. I'm bringing that shit back.
The thing about it is, like, if you look at our...
Real Jamaica.
Say what?
Real Jamaica.
Real Jamaica?
Real Jamaica.
Real. 2 times like Georgia.
That makes it
Okay.
real.
Like shout.
Y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see me this week. I'm gonna go slide in there.
Yeah. Shouts out to real Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Slide
They probably don't even know me by name.
And oxtails is not cheap, guys. You gotta go in there and be willing. You gotta be willing. I mean, if you hungry enough, what's $20-something? You know.
Oxtails like
I'm
crabs.
Listen, I don't have a third one yet. No, I lied. So my top 3 black restaurants that I spent a lot of money at.
Okay. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. It's all good. It's all good.
In San Antonio.
They say.
Chapman's Chicken.
Yeah, Chapman's. Yeah.
Like Jamaica. You never heard of Jamaica? Then when I had my birthday party, he was there. The Jamaica restaurant.
Okay, I think I had some food. I think I had a side or something.
Oh my God.
And now Scoota
I had a
Bang.
drink.
Yo,
I
hey.
spent a lot of money at Scoota Bang. I know you got like, I know Scoota Bang got like $250 off me.
You know what I'm saying?
I know he got some of my VA money.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it.
I think my shoe
Appreciate it.
size is gonna stay the same. When I get a 2X, you still have the same shoe size, right?
Why you feel like eating my food
I'm
gonna
be
make
like
you
a
that
12 like
fat?
him. I'm gonna be like a 12 like him.
Man, she called me salty because she automatically said her feet gonna get fat. Like this
No, I'm
is
just saying.
shunning
I
clumps.
said so I'm gonna be.
No, Prezzie like to
2X.
fucking eat. Prezzie's a fool.
I'm
I'm
just
telling you
messing with it. I'm
because
messing with it.
I just feel like once I try it, I'm gonna be there all the time,
Absolutely.
and it's gonna get embarrassing.
It was to the point where I had to tell her one time, like, yo, the people at Cinnabon know you.
No, but for real, man.
What are you, like,
This one drive-through I used to go through, the lady's like, I already had your order. I saw you pull up.
Yo, you one of those?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, I already know, but I spent too much.
Let me get
on
them
my
wings and the
Streetligion
peanut oil.
shoes.
you the peanut butter. So that's why I had to be careful. I was
I
like,
gotta
yo,
have the same shoe size.
I know, right?
Then it'll be sad that I got these shoes and can't fit them no more.
That'd
You're gonna
crazy.
be walking a lot.
Yeah.
You're gonna be walking a lot.
Nah, man, my thing was I had to like when I took the
Sitting.
big order, I was like, yo, this ain't for me. It's like 4 different orders, fam. Understand,
All for
like,
you. Agreed.
So what?
I said 4 different orders, all for you.
No, that wasn't for me. We had a big order. Josh.
I don't care.
Shit, you can't live that down. Hey, shout out Ebony. Yes, Mama Lou's Soul and Caribbean food off Austin Highway is fire.
That's too far.
They're fire as well.
You right here on the northwest
I'm-
side. That's where I need to be.
I'm gonna keep it real with all of y'all.
What's up?
I would be making a lot more money if I was on the east side or the northeast side.
Yeah.
But that's a battle. It's not the war. The war is to
Infiltrate.
real estate. You're right.
Yeah.
And in my area, it's me and Wax Snob. We the only black-owned businesses in that thing. And I'm the only soul food spot within 20 miles.
And then I'm tell you who else.
Exactly. That's
I'm
what
tell you
makes it
who
so
else. Like
amazing.
Trish Homestyle cooking. She do a lot of Tish. What?
Wow.
Is that the one that goes out of town and does the stuff for people
Yeah.
in their house and all
That's
that?
Chef.
Chef V does that.
Yeah,
But-
V,
but,
yeah. She fire too.
She is. That's the one that
Tish.
make them henny wings.
Yeah, she fire.
Yeah, she invented
I
that.
mess with her.
I think she
And he
invented
started
that.
seeing other people doing it.
Chef V. Chef Tish travel too. She just came back. Like she did DC.
She got them ribs.
Listen, like
That pound cake too.
like her man, she got so many signatures that's crazy. Like I'm spoiled, so like a lot. That's like auntie to be. So I get a so somebody.
I'm competitive.
So it's like I'm real.
I got something to say about that too. I'm
I'm
competitive.
spoiled, like, but look, like.
But then be like, I'm not spoiled.
Well, when it comes to my food, right? Because
what time is
like,
this captured at?
like
50.
Here comes the stenographer.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
No wonder the rat eating cheese over there. It makes sense.
And that's because
Yeah.
they have no chicken, or this rat
Look at
will
that
be
metaphor.
eating chicken.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
they
this
must
rat gonna be eating meatloaf.
Yeah,
Yeah, smothered. Hey.
September 12th, this rat gonna be eating oxtail.
Oxtail stew, cornbread,
Stew.
carrots, all of that in it. Come on, dog.
It's the cornbread
also-
for me.
Come
You don't
on.
do Jiffy either. You do
No, we
from
don't do no,
scratch.
we don't do no
Scratch.
Jiffy from
put some
scratch.
Bro, I didn't get my cornbread
Okay.
this last meal. I wanted to let you know that.
Man.
You was busy though. No, I caught you fresh.
No
out
excuse.
The kitchen.
There's no excuse.
I caught you fresh out the kitchen. You was just open. I'm like, I'm the first one here.
Right. Straight up.
Stop playing.
Wait, because what time do you open?
11.
11. Okay.
So your lunch is at
Do
12.
you do call-in orders?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Every shout out to everybody. Y'all got smart. Y'all want us for dinner, and y'all know Monday through Wednesday we closing early. Y'all calling at 5:15. Y'all like, hey, I need this order so I can take it home. Yep, that's how it
Right
go.
by my job, because I'm right near the medical center. Oh, that's about
These nurses, you be surprised how
They
many
be-
black
yeah,
nurses
bro.
we got too.
They be
So,
in there,
you
bro.
want me to use my credit card or just a portion
So
of
you
my
don't-
check go to you? How this gonna work?
We
out?
have an online website that you could just order
Okay.
yourself from.
So do you do auto draft? Because this is probably gonna end up happening. I'm just gonna have to auto draft a portion of my check. You know how you put a portion to your 401k?
Let me ask you a question.
A portion to
So
school
you gonna order your
We could
own
do
food
that.
tomorrow?
We
What
could
you
do
saying?
I'm ordering
Oh,
it.
so it's not on the
No,
house.
I just need to make sure, like, because I was gonna get it, but are you gonna get it?
Are you gonna get it, or are you just gonna get it?
Get
it.
it. Yeah.
No, I mean like,
Shout it
you gonna
low.
actually go get it, or is it gonna be like, oh man, this thing had happened, and I'm like, my plate's still up at the restaurant.
Nah, you know that.
3 o'clock, he be like, I had got it. I told you ain't got no microwave. Like, okay.
Nah.
So I'm like, it's a difference between
That's
going to
on
get
auto,
it
man.
and
That's
get it.
auto. That's auto.
We don't want you microwaving our food.
No.
No, we fresh the order.
Straight.
That meatloaf gonna hold for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
So I don't know how
Oh.
far are you
Take me
from.
that long.
I don't know how far you from Scoota Bangz.
Not that far, because I'm towards Babcock.
Oh man, you right.
That's what I'm
there,
saying.
dog. Come on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And now,
Man.
since I know,
So challenges, right?
What's that? Talk to me.
So I want to continue to be an inspiration in San Antonio. I appreciate you, ma'am. I appreciate the producer back there.
Fourth wall.
You know what I'm saying? I've had a lot of people. I won't name all of them. Much older than me. I just turned 32.
Oh, you a baby.
shut
I just turned 32 years old.
We're
Born
done.
1990. Yeah,
19.
born 1990.
Wow, that boy was the
You know what I'm saying?
First friends.
Yeah, man. So
Shut
I've been here before though, and I mean that. My mama
Obviously.
said that too. I've been here
You
before,
had to have been.
and I'm really appreciative
Yeah,
to all the outlets and all the spirits that I get to intertwine with. But I wanna make sure that everybody understands the challenges that come with being an entrepreneur.
Oh.
Like the best piece of advice I ever got was from my mom's, and that's why I put women on a pedestal and hold them to a high accountability, because I saw a black woman go through highs and lows by herself.
Yeah.
And then I saw a black woman, shout out to my stepdad, I saw a black woman marry somebody, and you know what I'm saying, I see the benefits of having a wholesome home. You guys, the best information she gave me, she said, you can do anything you want to do.
Yeah, facts.
And I believed her.
And I became a problem.
I believed her.
Look at it.
You know what I'm saying? But I say it's not fair. It's not fair, bro, because we got to be okay with Cedric and Dermon saying to each other, like, there ain't many like us, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be many like us
Yeah.
until we teach the game.
Yeah.
Until we drop the game, because it's so highly, like, it's like paid Facebook ads for the general public.
Yeah.
They put so much money into keeping us down, to keeping us feeling like if we risk it, we're gonna lose it all. Like, COVID has shown so many people, that's why it's hard to get help. Like we were talking about earlier, it's so easy to buckle down on your spending and survive without having a job. They learned that through COVID. That's why it's so hard to get more employees, because they're like, nah, man, I want my 40 acres. I want my 28, 21 an hour. Being unrealistic. But on the flip side of that, we have to build each other up, and we as a people have to help each other understand that having a little bit of risk is good.
And think about it. Prezzie get on my nerves.
It
Stop
clicked.
posing.
I thought I was taking a picture.
It's
I was
close. She get on
posing
my
for
nerves.
it.
But look, check this out. Yeah, she be wilding. She be
You didn't
wildin'.
hear the clip?
I heard it.
Okay, so
But I was listening to the conversation. This is the thing, the problem that we got, bro.
What's up?
Just the problem that we got. Like, you know, I come to you, you know, in truth, I'm not gonna say in cap. me and Smith don't talk every day.
Absolutely not.
Sometimes it's 3 or 4 months in between.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it's a simple, hey, checking in. And sorry I missed my spot for you recording here, but I got stuck in El Paso for 6 days.
Yikes.
The sun, like it was 120 degrees, it melted my transmission.
Damn.
Well, yeah.
You cooking eggs on your hood?
It was
Shit.
crazy. But
Dang.
But when we always talk, it always, hey, how you doing? How you holding up? What's your mental like? You good? You good? Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And the problem that I have, even with the knowledge that I have, the accolades to prove it, the building to prove it, I don't wear my salary. I put a key in the door and open it up. You know what I'm saying? So I just stunned a little different.
Boy, that shit hit right there.
You see what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, we don't have blue eyes, blonde hair, and we melanated. The worst thing that ever happened to me and my team was at a skating rink. The skating rink, pretty much, they did.
Yeah.
I think I
Come
went
on, bust
a,
this out. Yeah,
I went on air and lit their ass up. But with the skating rink, didn't understand that my reach was long. You thought I was just another little nappy head kid at the thing. Then you see me sitting in this throne that I turn, you know what I'm saying, and talking from the throne, and everybody like, oh, boom, boom. What's the name of that skating rink? I forgot. It's out there in Leon Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? It was in Leon Valley where the white boy was like, and this the problem with
right next to Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you right there by my crib.
So first of all, they did respect a veteran.
Yeah.
A year prior.
The ones who they capping on Kaepernick for.
Yeah.
Same veterans y'all standing up for.
They chased down Colorado name, whatever, right? And it was a Mexican veteran, but it took another veteran to come stop the white guy. And this is what Dave Chappelle fuss about. Dave Chappelle fuss about white gay men. His problem is not with the gay community
at all.
His problem is not with trans. His problem is with gay white men.
Why?
And let me tell you why.
Come on.
When that gay white man was like, and I say that because I want y'all to understand the power into those gay white men, right? Oh, yeah. This is what happens. When you were calling us urban, aka niggas, we packing out the skate ring. You can take our dollar.
Our dollars.
You can be a straight white man and barking in people's face until some more superior bark with you. Yeah. Right? One thing about a wolf and a lion, you can be the king of the jungle, but a wolf never dance in a circus.
Never.
Lions. So, here we go. When you start barking and you get in that wolf pack, the police come, now you're, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? You went from a white man to a gay white man and plan on that to try to discredit everything that you said and did beforehand. Now you're a victim.
To piggyback on that, what did he say on the Netflix? Dave Chappelle said, right when I had America, we had the Black Lives Matter, we had this. He was like, the black movement was going. And right when I thought I had you. You pulled the carpet up under me and you were like, oh wait, I'm gay. And that's no disrespect. That's no disrespect. But there's levels to this, man. If y'all not willing to look at the math, don't talk to me.
People ain't understand that. You can be.
Think about how close we were to reparations. Like, think how literally close we were to reparations leading up to the George Floyd shit. We was right before, actually 2-3 years before that. We were right there. We had implementation and law that was going our way. And then the Kylie Jenner stuff happened. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Shouts out to Ice Cube for y'all that crucify him because he did it. We'll talk about it in a minute. But
because he was on to something. Like, you know, more than just promises. What are you actually putting in place? And people just went at him. Our own people went at him.
And that's why white people don't got to work. That's why white people in society don't got to. When I say white people, I'm talking about, I just told y'all.
Talking about the elites.
We're talking about four. I just told y'all there's 4 banks at each corner of the United States. I just said that in the beginning. So when I'm talking in that format, I'm talking about a certain thing. And listen,
this boy woke. This man woke.
This is not theory. These are facts.
Yep.
They can be looked up. Okay, so when we talking about these theories, let's.
I hate to cut you off.
Ahead,
I'm sorry, everybody.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Shout out. No, you're gonna go back.
Checkmate.
Shout out Greg Wallace. Cause he just chimed in. Shout out my man Greg Wallace.
Shouts out to Greg Wallace.
He owns Home Consignment Center. He the jeweler now. He got a bunch of jewelry. He's
Can you make a special made Streetligion charm?
you know what I'm saying? He can do whatever you need right there at the rim. Right there about Days of Allah, the rim. He got a nice spot, nice new jewelry, does consignments, and he looking out for his people too. Looking out for his dogs. It's called Home Consignment Center.
Home Consignment Center. Go get your jewels. Shout
out Greg Wallace.
My goal is I done got the plaques.
Yeah.
I done got the residuals.
Right.
I want a Streetligion chain like Death Row. They got their own stuff. So that's my heart desire. I'm working on that. You know what I'm saying?
Can anyone get one?
Everybody, my whole team gonna get it once I get it.
Oh, so the team. Okay.
Yeah, all y'all gonna get a Streetligion chain.
Like the wings. You did. Like the wings. She got me, bro. She got me, bro. Oh man.
But no. Greg, look for me tomorrow, bro.
So it's California that still has their recreation plan in place that they're leaning towards. I think that was like the only state that has like something that they're still trying to do.
Definitely. Real quick, black people. For years, black parents passed down Democrats and religion.
Yeah.
Let me give you.
Stop that shit.
Okay.
Stop it.
I think I'm a Republican.
I mean, because when you think about it, especially when you move into a different tax bracket, you're just like, oh, can we talk about this?
I've been in the military, so I know how it works on the back end.
This is crazy hearing it from you. That's why I'm like, all right.
So let me tell you why. So the founders of the KKK, guess what? Guess what part of they was? Just take a wild guess what part of they was. Somebody.
It switched though.
Democrats birthed
it switched.
Shit.
Exactly.
Democrats birthed that shit.
Exactly.
All right. You want to know the truth? Even though Lincoln freed the slaves and he was going to put them back in slavery his second term to win the South back, you know what I'm saying? He was Republican.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like black people.
And
he did it for votes.
And he had a black lover.
Come on, man.
So here we go. Let's keep
man. They not ready for that. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that, man.
Why do you think their wives was so upset? Because they couldn't compete with that.
No. Lincoln Black Lover was a man.
Exactly. Exactly.
He was a tallywhacker thief.
Yeah.
He was out there with the pocket monster.
Yeah.
It was probably the beard.
No.
Yeah.
He was out there in the field chasing the 1 hour Willie.
I can see it.
Nah,
leather skin.
Abraham had pagan family. Pagan beliefs.
So
gerrymandering.
Yeah, facts.
Because wasn't it a thing like he might have been like black down, like.
Come on now,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't help but to you.
I mean, because when you see a picture of him, you see like
they ain't trying to have that
his
conversation,
beard was Rick Ross
dog.
like, but you know,
the fake Rick Ross, not the real one.
I'm not gonna tie that man down on my show.
Oh, tear him down.
My man had a heart attack.
That's why he started eating pears and pine.
My man had a heart attack and he came back different.
But you can't take somebody's name and take their story and then make it you. Ricky Rose, I get it. You can be Ricky Rose, but you cannot be Rick Ross. Not Freeway Rick Ross. He was an actual person still alive and now out of jail. And you gonna sit here. It's like when black people be trying to take them Italian mobsters' names and stuff like that. That's so aggravating to me. Like, how they don't like y'all.
You're just a Muliano, bro. You're not even loved,
so
bro.
I said, little killers, little murder, a lot of y'all pre-value. Y'all be talking about your medallions, want to ride stallions, but can't lead a battalion. Y'all worship battalions. They don't care about the black civilians, but you want a bitch to have Sicilian. She only said you, y'all ain't ready for those. Y'all
my man Bars right there.
But
you got people like that idolize a whole mob lifestyle.
And the Italians hate niggas.
No, they did not like that.
Even when you stationed in Italy to this day, they make it known they do not like blacks. Trust me.
They don't.
Trust me.
Do your research. Irish, then Italians.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Jews, then Irish, then Italians. Come on, man.
We jumping around a little bit.
My bad. We just got too much knowledge.
Yeah, and so,
my bad,
Democrats birthed the KKK.
Correct.
When they wanted to come to women voting, Democrats stopped it. When it came to black civil rights all the way to 1964, Democrats blocked it.
Yeah.
And then they flipped.
Well,
So the Republicans are really, I mean, go ahead, man.
they pretended to flip, but like I saw a thing where it says whether you're left wing or right wing, you're still a part of the same bird. Like you still have the same agenda that you're trying to.
That's a fucking
get,
fire metaphor, dog.
Yeah, It's
She
just
shut
the-
that bitch down.
It's just
Is
the
it the
way-
candy?
What you got in that bag?
What you got in that bag?
She put the bag in the
She
Birkin.
put it
Like,
she put out
golly.
this- She laughing. I've been waiting for this right here.
I mean, it is. It's
Dipset.
just the way that they sell it to you.
Yeah.
That you think, oh, I'm gonna vote for this, but like he said earlier, you have the president, but that's just the face of it. That's
Yeah,
not the
see-
actual decision maker. So you
Yeah.
think that you're voting these different things, and I'm being safe by going Democrat. No,
Black people
they're
don't
not
understand.
about you. Like
I think
they-
black people don't understand the fact that, like, when you talk Republican is a branch
Correct.
Yeah.
of economics.
Correct.
That's why, Democrats, they pay special forces to train our ops.
All right.
Therefore, the Republicans can make the money back by fighting against our ops.
Correct.
How did Bush know that, Saddam had weapons of mass destruction? The receipt was in his pocket.
MD, Manifest Destiny.
So,
He came for his daddy.
alright. Let me
said.
True. Real talk though. Real talk though, man.
Trust me, I was in the
Came for
army
his
during that
father.
era. Believe me. But that's something different.
Not when he came for his daddy.
Yeah.
My biological father. Shout out to him. I just met him in 2016,
Oh, that's dope.
and he been at the restaurant a lot. He's been real supportive lately. Shout out Stefan Chaffel. He put me onto a lot of my roots. He was Navy.
Oh, okay.
He was Navy for 26 years.
Definitely. That's dope.
Put me on a lot of the brainwashing that they be putting y'all through too.
Oh yeah. I mean,
My neurologist.
this is
Real talk.
My neurologist was like an officer in the military, and I'm like, we're supposed to be there for my appointments, but he's telling me different secrets. This and this is going on. I'm like, my insurance is paying for him to tell me secrets instead of looking at my nerves. But it's whatever. It's cool. He's like,
Carry
when I
on.
was over in
Carry on.
Africa, you look like them girls from Africa. Do you know what's going on? I'm like, okay.
And,
You tell me everything.
It's simple, guys. It's like it's so simple. When it comes to this stuff too, cause even break it down to our foods.
Right.
Let's talk about the restaurants. Western medicine is chemical. Western and chemicals is not electricity. That's why a lot of the bodies can't heal. So a lot of Western foods, GMOs, it feeds the mucus, which is the core of a lot of things such as AIDS, herpes. I know you're talking about you gotta have sex to have it, but what keeps it alive is mucus.
So to piggyback on what he's saying, for the people who out there who aren't gonna be so apropos on what he's pretty much saying is there's schemes. And in this scheme, like, look at this football. In the scouting report, you know what team you're going against. You're going against minority. How can we effectively minimize their ability to reproduce? Because it's a numbers game. Everything's always bring up reproduction because it's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game.
Right? So what he's talking about is I can't actively and proactively touch all of them, but I can touch their T cells. So I'm going to put everything in their body that is going to slow down their healing system. Food, drugs, sex, all of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
God,
so
you'd be like infertile and stuff.
Come
And
on,
so,
man.
notice Dr. Sebi didn't go to no college.
Nope.
A matter of fact, Dr. Sebi thought he was from Honduras until a Mexican checked him and said, no, there's no blacks in Honduras.
That guy, Dr. Sebi, bro.
So just to keep it, so there's a reason why he's
Oh
a
my
herbalist. A herbalist, I think.
herbalist, yeah.
So it's only 4 things and ingredients that he talks about most. I want you to go do your research and y'all can figure it out. But the bottom line is, in order to cure the diseases that man say can't be cured, you have to write 4 plants and write 4 elements that's on a periodic table that strikes electricity within the body that get rid of the mucus that will bleed from your pores, that sticky, clammy sweat that everybody be talking about. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard, like, and when I was in medical school, they say a happy patient is a negative
Yeah,
patient.
you're right.
Because
So
there's
what
no
I'm-
money in the cure. There's
Just
money
to-
in keeping
and so-
people
so-
dependent on the medication.
Man, y'all throwing so many fucking
So
bombs
what-
at these
so
people.
what I'm saying
Yeah,
with that,
man.
though, Dr. CB, mom said he can be whatever he wanted to be. He became a problem. And so this is the crazy part.
On their fucking neck.
Nelson Mandela, South Africa, is highest with AIDS. Dr. CB went to Nelson Mandela with this and like, hey, this is what I cure, boom, boom, boom. This is what you can do. Nelson Mandela told him, get the fuck out of my country.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, of course, that's where you get experiments in that.
But
Where there's not going to be a lot of...
a lot of people get mad at my thing, but
Didn't
Nelson
CB put AIDS in itself and cure itself?
Yep.
Come on,
Nelson
man.
Mandela after they broke him in prison,
Yeah.
his wife who stood with him the whole time, he divorced her. I ain't saying it's coon, but it's some coon-like tendencies.
Winnie? He divorced Winnie.
He divorced Wendy, who was still radical, because everybody else wouldn't even eat with you. The Bushes,
Yeah.
they on it. I would never sit down. But when you got out of jail, they broke you and you fell up under their commandment. That's when you was at the table.
Yeah.
So here we
When
go
he was
once
no
again.
longer a fighter.
So in 1987, Dr. CB went to court to against all the scholars, all the science. The difference between Dr. CB and scientists is what people don't understand. Scientists' whole background is built upon theory, where doctors and herbs and stuff are built upon facts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
Research.
So if the judge trying to mark this man, said bring 9 people that you cured. He brought 77 of all different colors.
That's like,
CB did that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
77 people.
Extra.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why my man lost his life. I straight up tell you, man.
So when it comes to these different type of things, right? I tell people all the time when we talking about these different dimensions of our culture. If you understand, like, yes, we are kings and queens, but the problem is that in America we gotta wear the crown of crucifixion before we get out with Jews.
Yep.
And when you get people like Smith, you get people like myself, you get people like Prezzie, entrepreneurs, people that are top of the corporation chain. You get your lalas, you get, even in the music scene, you know, regardless of accolades and stuff, they see it. I'm not a white rep. I'm not a white exec. No matter how I try to keep you out of debt with record companies and different things of the nature, because believe it or not, record companies don't understand numbers, they understand traffic.
Why, after all of these billions of dollars all these rappers made, do we still not have a black distribution company? There it is. Oprah tried, P. Diddy tried. You're not going to get through. Well, we can. But the reason why it's never been important is because, just like J.R. Smith said, I'll go to the strip club. J.R. Smith, it was Montsho, a lot of people in the room. And he was like, I'll go to Onyx and I'll drop $60K. But I won't go to my hood on a Saturday and Sunday. $60,000 that I spent in one night could have fed the whole block for a whole week. But we don't think like that, bro, because, and it's not their fault. We got to stop putting all this pressure on these athletes and these people. They are getting hit 10 times harder than we are with conditioning.
I'm going to tell you what the secret with that, though. Believe it or not, I'm willing to bet, because I've been in the I've been in the industry. Believe it or not, I'm in the industry a lot bigger than people think I really am. I'm just not.
Talk your shit, yeah.
I'm just not that guy to be like, oh, I'm not in a pissing contest with you. I own the bathroom.
You reassured.
You know what I'm saying?
What would you say, President?
What you say? You
No, I
run
said if
around?
I was, I would probably have a pissing contest.
Yeah, you definitely would have a pissing contest. President would just be like, oh yeah? Like, where that come from?
Like,
Like,
all right. Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? But that's just me. So that 60K, it's a possibility that he threw his own 60K out there. But y'all don't understand walkthroughs. If you're a rapper that's doing a walkthrough, you get paid for the appearance.
Just to be there.
But the money they give you is to throw. Because when you throw the money they give you,
Giving it back.
It goes back to their establishment.
Come on, man.
right? So
Why you think they getting on LeBron for getting paid all that money and he ain't spend a dime at the event? Y'all pay me to be here.
I mean, just look at it. Even when you were getting like stimulus checks and people were saving it, and they're just like, "No, wait, that's not what you're supposed to do with it. We giving it to you to spend, but people just like, I'm gonna save this." When Bush first did it, and it was like $600, people were saving it and not putting it back into the economy, and they're just like, "Okay, we're gonna send you one more this time," because people were just like, "No."
She woke. Yep,
Like,
that's why it's called
how
stimulus.
Exactly. They want you to stimulate the
The
economy, not
economy.
try to save stuff.
And so when it comes to different things of that nature, and a lot of people be like, and I hate it because when you talk education, value of oneself, then you woke. It's not woke. It just I do believe like this. I don't believe in that's a chosen one. When I say that, like Michael Jackson was the chosen king of pop. Truthfully, if you look at stats, nobody outworked that man.
Yeah.
Nobody. Prince is not the king of pop because he's not a pop artist.
Right.
He's a musician with 19 platinum records.
Prince is Prince. Yeah. Like Prince is Prince, right?
Do you think though if they would have looked different, that he would have been the king of pop?
Prince thing was
Michael.
If he looked different, he would.
If he didn't have
that white. I'm not listen. And this coming from a person that is not a Michael Jackson fan.
This is interesting. I like this one. Okay.
This is coming from a person that is not a Michael Jackson fan. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Same here. Come on.
Michael Jackson opened the doors for black people.
There you go.
On MTV.
There you go.
When nobody else was
there you
doing
go.
it.
Nope.
And keep in mind, let's see who was before Michael Jackson. Marvin Gaye, Tammy Terrell, Stevie Wonder, Patti LaBelle, who had pop records and different things.
None of them were on MTV.
Yeah. None of them didn't pop the culture until Michael Jackson did it.
Yeah.
So, with being black, a rich white woman,
he kicked a lot of doors.
He was going to be the king of pop.
Yes,
so
he
you
was.
would think that he would have been worldwide, given how he was before he started to change, before the nose, before the complexion, before the hair. He would have been.
Oh, what?
Yeah, before
man,
I believe so. Cause you gotta keep this in mind. When Michael Jackson changed his nose and he had the skin disease, I'm gonna just say he had the skin disease. He didn't own no masters.
But he was more accepted worldwide with that appearance then.
Nah, he wasn't. He got crucified more worldwide with that appearance.
I'm
just in my opinion.
I have to side with you on this one, and not to say it's bad. I just have to side with you on this one because of the timeline. And yes, what he's speaking is the truth. Before, if you look at all of his singles, and you look at all of his popularity, all his songs, a lot of his hits that put him on were before that Revitalago. Like no cap, Man in the Mirror, all like even.
I put it like this. For anybody that know history, let me tell you why the albums don't. I'm not trying to tell artists this. Y'all stop doing 2 minutes. Y'all stop doing. Stop doing. I'm gonna show. Stop doing 2-minute songs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna tell you why. In order to get to the Grammys, your album has to be 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Not 50 tracks. You can have 7 songs. The album over 30 minutes is an album.
Yeah.
But now 20 songs are like less than 3.
Exactly.
Yeah. 20
radio plays from the FM radio, documented by Sound Exchange. These are things that get you nominated. Anybody can get nominated for the Grammys. Believe it or not. Michael Jackson's biggest album, Thriller, is only 9 tracks.
Yeah.
And it got all his biggest.
Yeah. Google when Thriller was.
No, I'm saying Thriller was about when he started. He didn't have the fro and everything after.
You got to go look at the documentary.
The Thriller.
No, what I was looking at is how they're trying to name Harry Styles King of Pop now.
Well, every generation is different, right? So how many years in a generation? 30.
Yeah, 30.
It's 30 years in a generation. In order for Harry to be the king of pop, he got to outsell Thriller.
I don't think even then. I don't think even outselling Thriller, you can still.
Because all of. I'm sorry.
Because